Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Hey, Nikki. Hope you're well. Are you still coming to Thailand? Just a quick question for Chris. I'm sure he is. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Um, let's see, I talked to Dana the other day. Uh, there's a bike event that I'm going to try to make it to in Hualien. Um, hopefully, I can do that. I'm still trying to figure out. I boogered up my leg a little bit, and it's actually getting nasty. I think I don't know, man. I guess I'm just older than dirt, man. I fell and hit my shin. Didn't think anything of it, and then it started to hurt. And went to the doctor 3 days ago, and said it's infected or something, and they're worried about it because because I'm a diabetic, and the thing looks like it has a freaking abscess underneath it or something. And I ain't too hep on them cutting my feet because friends in the past that I know that have had problem with their feet and are diabetics, they have a hole in their freaking foot or some area down in the bottom of the leg there. And oh yeah, it's been there for 8 months. It just won't heal, So I don't know. So I guess I've rambled on enough about that. I hope you're well. Well, Nikki's probably sleeping. Thanks, Nick. But again, like I said in the past, I'm not going to. This is going to be a short one, maybe real short. Oh crap! It looked at soon. Weather is not. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm getting. Like Joe, Foreigner Joe, did that, and I don't even think he's not diabetic or anything. Um, Rolling that Forza and fell over and down his driveway or trying to pull it in, whatever it was, uneven ground, and just kind of tipped over and banged his foot. And they kept telling him to keep it moist and stuff. And I'm going, man, how's that? And maybe it's different in Australia, or maybe it's the same. When we were kids, it was always, covered up, maybe neosporin, stuff like that, antibacterial stuff. And then after a day or two, take that off and let it dry. But I mean, his went on for a long time. So I know so it's getting old really, really sucks. But the one reason I'm saying it's going to be short is they were here yesterday and installed the leaf springs, and the axle is there. They're making some kind of a change to the leaf spring, and he had to go get the shocks, and I think he had to get the tires and the rims. But anyway, he's supposed to be back this morning to pretty much finish that up today, which would be nice to have the trailer done because I want to take off in the trailer. Of course, I'm probably not going to go anywhere unless this thing, which, yeah, maybe actually, maybe it looks a little bit better. Still looks like shit, but it looks maybe the same, if not a little better than yesterday. So he's supposed to be here, and today's Tuesday. Tomorrow, he's supposed to finish up the. I call him the Solar Man. He's supposed to finish up the uh, bike rack, the motorcycle rack on the back, with the um, winch on there and everything. And it isn't so, like I said, I might be able to get it up. It looks like maybe, they raised the trailer. You'll see the difference. I'll show the difference of the trailer, but they probably raised it maybe almost a full 10, 12 inches. Um, and, it's going to be nice because it'll be independent on those sides as far as instead of that torsion bar stuff. And I think it's going to work out good. Hopefully it looks like he's doing it right. I mean, the axle that he had made was freaking nice. Try spray on betadine. Worked for me. Dries out and heals up. Yeah, see, it's not open yet. See, I'm worried about it looks like almost an abscess, like I would see in a horse or something when I had horses or something like that on their chest, just a bump. And all I did was bang it against a concrete block, so it wasn't any, how it got him. I don't understand why it would get infected. Like I said, it didn't break the skin. The skin is totally intact, but there's a bump there and it's red, not bright red, but uh, it it's got me worried because I think I still have like 4 days left on these big horse pill antibiotics they gave me. So I'm hoping it goes down. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back in. And I'm thinking he's either going to want to stick a needle in it and suck the shit out of there, or he's going to want to slice it. More than likely slice it to get everything out. Now I've got an open wound. That's what I'm worried about. Um, yeah, it was. I've told women that that's 12 inches before. Getting them to believe that is the hard part. My friend got bitten by what he thinks was a spider in Thailand. Had to go under painful operations, save his leg. Yeah, I don't think this is a. I mean, it's in the same. Could it be? Maybe, I guess. But the pain's been in the same area since I whacked it pretty much over a week ago, and then 3 days ago I went in there, and he's been having me put hot compresses on it, which is always telling me to draw shit to the surface. So I will definitely keep that in mind. I have betadine for the stuff that I do on the fish, so but I can go down to the pharmacy and get it. Yeah, it's got me. Like I said, Joe's was. I want to say it took 6 freaking months to heal, and uh, and then like I said, I've had friends in the past that have had holes in their freaking feet for months and months and months and months. So I don't know. Like I said, man, this is getting old. And did I freak everybody out by not wearing a black shirt? Anyway, I don't know. Is the sound okay on this thing? I don't. It's yeah, should be all right. Chris will let me know. But did you answer? Are you going to head this way soon, or I still want to meet up and go? I'd like to go to the Philippines. Which the smack said Heartsucker turned out to be a bar girl. Yeah, that could happen, huh? How are you, Jesse? I didn't say hello to you, by the way. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing better. Are you still in the hospital? Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said. So anyway, so we won't. Every time I say it's only going to be a short little live stream, we end up going 2 hours or something. But I'd like to go maybe under an hour. He usually gets here about 9:30, 10 o'clock. He's been bringing the kids with him, which are really a nice 2 or 3 of his students. He teaches automotive at one of the schools around here in Surin, and they're good kids. And I want to say they're somewhere between 16 and 20, but hard working. I mean, they're doing a good job. The video as soon as he gets done with it. I've got everything there from the start on it. But if he gets done with that today and they get done with it tomorrow, I'll put the video out as soon as they get done with it. But it looks good. I think it's going to work out good. I've got the CT out, needs to be cleaned, and like I said, it should work good. I think because I got the remote control for that little winch, and it should be as easy as just holding the handlebar and pressing the button and back and forth. Should be easy. I just don't want, like I said, I'm having to accept a lot of facts about being an old bastard. It's hard to accept for me. First off, I thought I was invincible until I came here and got sick and was in intensive care. But then after that, it's like, wow, man. I guess I am. I guess I am a human being, and I am fragile, and it doesn't take much to kill somebody. I'm in the hospital. Still had surgery this morning, meaning had people I didn't know fingers deep in my body. Hopefully, are they do? You said it was a burn. Are they using that those decompression areas? I heard those really good for burns. They put you in a decompression chamber. I don't know how yours is. Hey, Craig, how you doing? So I'm hoping that it gets done. He's supposed to have it done by the 16th. So that's in 3 or 4 days. So he should have it done. And then, of course, I'd like to roll it up the road a little bit, and see. But then I want to come your way, Craig, and maybe the end of the month's pretty clear. Trying to get my wife to go on a cruise, but I've pretty much given up on that. She just is not going to take off for 8, 10, 12 days. Ain't going to happen. Hey, James, how you doing? Glad you could make it. But yeah, so the bump on the foot, now this guy could see happening to Craig, but not to me. But like I said, it wasn't even bruised. I saw a slight bruising, and then it started to get a little red around it. Now the skin was never broken, and it's definitely infected. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But it looks more to me like an abscess. And I punctured some big abscesses on some horses, uh, quite grossly, as a matter of fact. But that's what I'm worried about. I'm opening it up and the damn thing not healing. 4,000-degree hunk of metal. Wow. It's like liquidized. Do they put you in that? Isn't it decompression? I think, right, for heavy burns. I think. I don't know. I'm here. Cool. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hoping. It hurts, now to sit. Like I said the other day, towards the end of that hour and a half or whatever we did, it was getting a little painful. When I'm laying down and have my foot up, it's fine. But I want to film what they're doing out there, just to give somebody an idea. Plus, for the manufacturer, I know he's gonna has a not nice way of saying shit a golden brick, because I'm cutting into his brand new trailer, which I'm sure is going to void all the warranties and everything on the brakes and all that other crap. But I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to be able to mount that bike on the back, get it up high enough to where I didn't have to worry about it scraping. And I think we're there. I think I'm going to end up with 15-inch tires, not 16. There were 14s. The Chinese tires are on it. I looked at him and he was laughing, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh yeah, no shit. They're wearing quite quickly." So we're going to get some truck rated tires and rims. I don't know. I just don't get a rim. I don't really care. But I'd like to get out and see how it works, and it should be all right. That it doesn't pivot this way like on a true what I would consider a 4-wheel drive type hitch for a trailer, but it does turn, which is nice. And I'm not gonna beat it that hard. I just don't want it to scrape and shit like it did when I went up on that New Year's video that I did up there in the mountains above Ubon, which was cool. I had a good time. The kids they're ready to go back right now. In fact, I told the oldest one, my wife told him, "Oh yeah, Dave's gonna go maybe by himself. He might go to another one of those camping things right outside of Bangkok. Can I go?" So she's ready to go. Yeah, welding. I'm sure you did. Hey, Pierre, haven't seen you. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope the new. Yeah, I hope it does too. It just. I'm not looking to haul ass, through ravines and shit. I just want to be able to crawl in my 4-wheel drive, which I'm really, really. In case anybody's wondering, I'm really, really happy with that Storm Track. It's an awesome freaking vehicle. And in 4-wheel drive low, I can climb a tree. So just to be able to get in, and like I said, I thank God I got the 4-wheel drive, because either that or I would have had to get a big ass winch in it, and it would have been, I would have actually had to get out of the truck. It's just nice to be able. I was in Ubon, some snotty, mucky, clayey crap, wet, 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 and it just pulled it right out. So I'm happy with it. Let's see. This is saying, warning to the kids out there: if you're welding, use leather aprons when inside a pipe, if it's 105. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hopefully the younger generation listens to the old farts, about certain things that they should be doing. It's yeah. I'm sure you I'm sure you have a lot of insight on what to do and not to do. But I imagine leather. I don't know, all the guys that and it was hot in the San Fernando Valley when had the pipe fitters there, doing big pipe and stuff. They were always in leather, always had leather, and it was 102, 105 out. I used to drink a lot of water. I made sure I had a lot of water there and everything for them, so they didn't have to worry about that dehydrating. And in case anybody is interested, you can die from dehydration. So if you come to Thailand, make sure you drink some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'm gonna do today after this. I think I'm gonna do the second part of the been here 5.5 years video deals, and let's see what's that one. So it's gonna be with just this one should be. I'm gonna do when I first got here, costs and what I spent and everything in Kamala and Phuket, and what I was experiencing, what I was going through in the first months of moving to Thailand. That'll be part two, and then part three will go into meeting Nitnoy, and 4 moving to Surin, 5 um, when I got sick. Actually, 5. The end of 5 will be able to get 6, and then there's going to be 3 parts of what everything went on when I was in the hospital, because that's good stuff. And like I said, the people. Let me turn this down just a little bit. In case people are out there and they're wondering about stuff, the healthcare system here is freaking awesome. So at least my experience and everybody that I've talked to, it's good stuff. Stop don't work with Slack. Yeah, I bet. Oh man, and that's like my preferred way to die is massive heart attack, dead before I hit the ground. And my not to or not want to is burning or drowning. Just doesn't excite me. I imagine I guess I don't know. It's got to be horrifying, right? I'll tell you what. When I stopped breathing those 2 times, it's like drowning. I mean, you can't. It's weird shit. Still in my head, man. Still in my freaking head every time I can't. That's why I didn't like those masks, even though they weren't limiting my breathing, even just barely, minutely. It was freaking me out, and I didn't like it at all. So, but hopefully, I'll do those, and I'm going to try to do. Like I said, I'm going to try to do stay one part ahead, and then put it in case the members want to. I'll probably put it out a week early and then release it the next week, a week later to everybody. I feel bad. I don't feel bad. Everybody that is members knows that it goes to that kid and goes to the people of Thailand. So I don't feel that horribly about it, but I don't like giving somebody something because anyway. I might not do it. See, I talked myself out of it already. So yeah, so I don't. I started up the Himalaya. I think I'm gonna have the batteries. I thought I put a new battery in the thing, so I don't know. It won't charge. I bought 2 battery chargers, and it won't. The only time it takes a charge is when I turn the key on. So I think I'm gonna have to disconnect the battery and try charging the battery, because put it on the Forza, charge the Forza, boom boom, and I'm almost positive I put the batteries in the same time about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, something like that. So I'll have to see. But that both of those are ready to go now. I got to get the 750. I just got the little sissy bar deal. Hopefully it fits. It just came yesterday. I didn't pull it out of the box. That, and I got running boards for that, and I've got to take it back and have him change out that pilot jet. I think I'm just going to have him change it. He can try adjusting it. I'm going to tell him, try to open it up and see if you can, as large as you can get it. If it doesn't work and it's still after firing, put in a new pilot jet. So that, and then it should be done. I think that's all I need to do to it. It seems all right. But I don't like the foot pegs. I think the running boards are going to be a lot more comfortable. And then I want to take it for about a 4 or 5 hours. So I'll probably go Chuck's Way, Lacombe, Panome, or Tat Panome, just spend the night and then come back because I don't know. He's going to be out running around. Youngest son in the family in Phuket, next Koh Samui. His wife posted pics. Surprised we did not know they were coming. Oh, really? Yeah, that trailer it's going to be interesting. It should be done today. I know you'll probably be interested in it. I know that a lot of people, like I said, the thing just sat way too low. And the way that they put this trailer, if they didn't have that air conditioner on the front tongue, it would be no problem. I could have just made a rack and went across there, and it would have been a lot easier. But it was still dragging the front and the back, and it was still, now it's way high. I had to order a adjustable hitch for it, and I think I'm going to have to turn it. It goes this way, but it also can go up, and I think I'm going to have to go up with it, actually, which kind of freaks me out because I don't want the kids opening up the freaking tailgate and stuff and putting big giant dents in my brand new truck. So I'm gonna have to take a look at it and see. Hey Jake, how you doing, brother? Did you ever answer the other day? Are you gonna be here on the 13th of March or no? You probably answered me, but if you're not already gone, it says you're ducking out. So I'm just curious. And that's only a month away now, too. So that should be interesting. I'll put all the information on the community tab here shortly, and then I got to get with I got to call and make sure that they know, or I got to talk to Ryan is what I need to talk to, and find out. He did send me a link, and I already lost it, but I could go look for it again for that taco house, or I could just find it on Facebook and call them and let them know that at 6:30 p.m. on the 13th that we're going to have somewhere between 15 and 25 people, just so they know. But yeah, so that's pretty much, there isn't much else besides the trailer, the mount for the 125 or for anything. Um, and I'm curious, PJ, on whether that adding that second receiver looks like it's what, maybe a foot and a half, 2 foot away. Looks like it's, yeah, maybe a foot and a half. It should make a difference, I'm imagining. And then I got to find a good cover for it. But I guess I'll put on whatever, and we'll see if it rips apart. I don't know. I think I'm going to be able to see it with my rear view monitor. But I'm not. It worked okay. It's just I don't think it was top of the line or a good one or whatever. And I got to try to find a good one because it's perfect for what I need it for. I can't, without my mirror extensions on there, I can't see if there's people hauling ass. And if you haven't been to Thailand or driven in Thailand, mostly Thai people too, doing, if the speed limit's 90, they're doing 140, 150, 160. So, I mean, they come up on you quick. And if I can't, if I can't see, I could get myself in trouble. That's why when I look and I think it's clear, I pull over real slow, listening for horns and people panicking. And luckily, it hasn't happened yet. But with that camera on the back of the trailer, wireless, I can see, and I think it's down. I can see the back of the trailer, so I'll be able to see the 125. I believe. All I've got to do is plug it in, and I'll be able to see or power up that trailer. Because what he's got it tied into is my running lights. So I turn on my headlights, and it activates that camera, and then when I stop and turn off the lights, the camera it shuts off. So. But anyway, I think that's it. Unless anybody's got any questions or anything, there's 12 of you out there. How's everybody doing? I don't think I can't think of really anything else going on. Yes, definitely. And it probably will be either the end of November, probably, maybe right after Thanksgiving or something like that. Here, but I'll definitely let you know. And what I think I'm going to do is I can't remember how much it was. Do you remember? It was $100 a piece for like 5 people. So it was like 26. I don't remember, but I'm just going to pay for the whole thing. And then anybody that wants to go, um, that way no one, if I end up going by myself, I'll go by myself. I don't want to because I don't want to pay the money for it. But I figured it'd be easier that way than try to figure it. So if you come by yourself, it's this much. You come with your significant other. If we have 5 people, probably won't have to pay anything for them. But I think it was like $500 or $600. If I remember right, I have to do it again. I have to ask her, but make sure that prices haven't changed or anything. But yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day. Oh, that's good. Um, yeah, definitely. So, but I think it'd be November. I think maybe the first week of December. Everybody's got a lot of crap going on in December, so I do that, and then the trip to hopefully you can make it to that hotel or whatever or that taco house on. It's a Wednesday. I would have made it different if I would have really thought about that it wasn't that much more money for the hotel or anything, and I figured there wouldn't be as many people there. But I think my wife's gonna, like I said, I didn't really want to have her. She said that she would come, but I'll have to talk to her again. Bus ride from Thursday at 5 o'clock till Friday morning at the wee hours, and then spend Friday and Saturday, and then come back on Sunday with me. I'll leave it up to her. So if somebody is staying for the weekend, you'll have a chance probably to meet my wife. If not, she won't. She probably won't be there. Well, she won't be there on the 13th. Um, but hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I just don't want to make her do that. Cost me $20 in go deep sea fish for the day. Local fish. We'll jump to paddle yacht and fish with you. Yeah, it it wasn't. I mean, the boat. I don't know if you saw the video on it. If you just get a chance to just look at the intro and stuff like that on the fishing boat, it it's awesome. In fact, I used to have it on here. Let me see real quick if I can remember where it is. I can probably let me see. Was that video file? I think it was it in videos? I don't remember. No, no, I think it might have been on the. Let's see. Oh no, what is it? Huh? How did that happen? Let's see. I thought maybe it would be easy to do it. Huh? Anyway, the boat is freaking awesome. Just to ride out and about, and like I said, if they'll do anything you want for the day. Now you don't have to go. You can go for either sailfish, or you can go for bottom fishing, or um, you can go for anything that you really want. Even um, let's see, here. You can go for tuna, dorado, uh, all sorts of stuff. But it they'll break up the day, depending on who ends up going. And if everybody brings their wives, maybe you want to go have a barbecue somewhere in the afternoon and snorkel, and they'll do everything. Let's see, but I don't know why. If I wasn't looking for it, I'd be able to find it right away. But let me see. I wonder if there's a way to. Yeah, there's a way to search. Go here. Did I lose everybody? No, somebody's still hanging. Thanks, guys. Bear with me. Let's see. You open this all the way up so I can see here. I wonder if I might have put it on the one touch. Let's see. No. Huh. Isn't that amazing? Well, I'm going to have to give up here in a second, but I'll try. I know that I had it on one. Was it preview? No. No. Now I'll probably, there it is. Let's see. What was that on? Users. Okay, so how do I do this? All right, so I go here. Thanks for bearing with me. Video file. And I go to this users. Let's see. Morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody? Everybody here, absolutely the best, top notch. Everybody here, absolutely the best day fishing I've had in 4 years here in Thailand. Guess I could turn that down a little bit. Huh? The boat was awesome. Hopefully, I got it. I think in here it shows that I show the whole picture of the boat. I hope. But anyway, it was and like I said, I think it worked out to $100 each. And what did we catch? It was on 2, 3, 4 or 5. I think 5. 5 sailfish. Let's see, this one got away, I think. Yeah, that went through it right there, actually, I think. But it was a great time, and we couldn't ask for better weather. And I believe it was right around Christmas. It was me and Tim that went T&W and Udon. Hey, Tip, how you doing? Cheap fishing? I've never been. I want to go to the. I didn't really get to see the whole gist of the boat, but I thought it was in on that one. But I do want to go there. In fact, Chris was here earlier. We were supposed to go because Chris has a bunch of knowledge on the Philippines. I mean, just me and him, I think, or whoever else wanted to go, was going to go and do it. But it's red snapper and the mongers. Really, I haven't done much fishing here, but I do enjoy it. Hey, Verna, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Hey, Jay. God, I missed a lot of people while I was gone, while I was ranting. No, I wasn't ranting, but it was awesome. It was a great trip. It was really nice. No sharks. No, I haven't seen any here. There's got to be reefs and white tips and black tips, but nothing real aggressive. Although the reefs will be a little bit, but no, didn't see any sharks. But like I said, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I don't know what it was. What's 100? That's 3,000 baht. No, 30, 60, 90, like 3,500 times 5. So what is that? 4 and 4 is 8. Yeah, 20 something thousand baht, whatever it was. I'm going to end up. I'll lay it out and reserve the boat come another 3-4 months. Reserve the boat, and then whoever wants to go can just come there and pay and go. And then it'll be a good time. Me and Tim had a great time. Although he got a little sick, so now he knows when he goes to take his whatever that Benadryl or whatever that stuff is for seasickness. So let's see. By saying yeah, so I don't know. So that's it. I like I said, that'll work out better because he usually gets here at 9:30, so it's 10 after 9 now. So maybe I'll even keep it shorter unless anybody has anything they want to ask or talk about. Like I said, I still want to do that part 2. I'd like to do that today so I get it out of the way. And I still haven't answered everybody's comments. I know one of the comments was asked me if I was a hoarder, and didn't mean any disrespect. I think it says something like that. And of course, none taken. But I'll answer. I didn't answer it. Um, I've read them as they come in, but I'm getting farther and farther behind. So if you did write in and something in the comments and I haven't answered you yet, I'll try to do that as soon as I get done here. Yeah, I don't know. It's not great. Not great, Jay. It hurts. It hurts now. When I keep it elevated, it's okay, but it's getting like almost like an abscess, which kind of freaks me out because I don't really want him cutting me. I mean, he's got to do whatever he's got to do, but it's weird because there was never broke the skin. How it could get infected, and I don't know. I don't understand, but it's something to do with my diabetes. It makes it worse, or more important to make sure that he handles it or something. I don't know. So sharks don't swim near Thailand. They know they do the dinner. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did. I went. She told me, and I went to the doctor. I actually saw 2. That was the one thing that I was telling somebody's interested in. Because, like I said in this next video, I think I'm going to go into the money I anticipated and budgeted, and what happened in Kamala when I first got there. First couple of months of living in Thailand. I was there like I think almost 8 months. Some of the stuff I did, and that might run into actually 2 videos depending on how much I ramble. But just so that you know and keep in your mind, which I didn't realize. Now, when I'm on my wife's insurance, okay, she works for the government, and I can go to any hospital I want to, and they pay about 85%. How they figure it out, I don't know. But I know that I get back about 85% of the money that I spent when I go there every 3 months. And we went that night to the private hospital. It was almost empty. I waited, like I told the doctor when I went in there, because I saw a doctor within 20 minutes. Okay. And if you went to an emergency room in the United States, I told them it's 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't have seen a doctor till 8 a.m., maybe the next morning. So anyway, saw the doctor that I had look at me for replacing my knees. He was there in the emergency part of the hospital. And he said, yeah, and he would say it's an infection, but we'll go ahead and get an X-ray just in case. They looked at the X-ray. He didn't see any fractures or breaks there. So he sent me to the surgery doctor, and I went in to see him. He was a crack up. He was an older guy, and he was funny. So anyway, he said it's infected. He didn't see any fractures either. He's going to give me a heavy duty antibiotic and a hot compress deal for it. And I think that was it. Right. So to the doctor, saw 2 doctors, got an X-ray, and then went to the pharmacy. And my wife, when we went in there, they wanted to look at this is why I'm saying, if somebody's out there, listen to this part, wanted my bank card, my savings account, my card. And they brought it up there. Well, it turns out they were checking. My wife said they were checking for insurance. And sure enough, like if I was to fall off my bike and break my finger or whatever, that they pay up to 5,000 baht. And I don't know how many times or anything, but so they said, yeah, it was an accident. It should be no problem, blah, blah, blah. So when we went up there, they put she came up to me and said, "Do you have 200 baht? The insurance won't pay for the hot compress things." And I guess I figure you can get a rag hot or something, which is kind of smart. So I paid that, and the bill was 14,000 baht. 1,400 baht. So 14, if it's 1,600, I think the 1,600 divided by, let's say 36, it's pretty close. $44. And I think I said it the other day. Same thing. I ranted and went into that because I think it's important for people to know. You have to have insurance if you're going to come here and live. I paid 1,000,000 baht because I didn't. When I went into intensive care for 2 months and then another month in the hospital, that 3 months cost me 1,000,000 baht. And I was on the board. I was checking into Pacific Cross and this and that and procrastinating, and it cost me 1,000,000 baht. But just so you know, $44. See 2 doctors, get a set of X-rays, and the antibiotics and everything, and the hot compresses. So it's very reasonable, and you get to see somebody. And even when you're in Surin anyway, even when it's busy, I don't think you go more than maybe an hour before you see a doctor, unless it's you're bleeding all over the place or whatever. They'll take you right into the right across from the doctors in their hallway coming in, seats on this side, hallway in the middle, and on this side maybe 4 or 5 ERs, emergency rooms, fully stocked, fully with everything. So it's good. No, I probably should. But every time that I go in there and he checks, when we go in there too, it's cheap. But we both go in at the same time. We go in. They gives me 3 months of medication. My wife only has one medication. Gives it her. We both get blood tests and go in there, and he said my sugar's been right on. So I'll have to check it though. I probably should. Yeah, I think so too. It's cheap. Can you imagine what that would be if you had to pay? Didn't have insurance I only know the U.S. In the U.S., I would guess you would have waited 12 hours to see a doctor, your whole day, and you would have been a mess. I would have been going crazy, and Sabai would have went out the window, and I've almost had a couple of altercations in the emergency room with drunk people because I've had my wife and kids with me and cussing and stuff. And anyway, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that one day. I'm guessing $1,000, $1,200 in the States, maybe more. I don't. X-rays are probably $300 or $400, so easily over 1,000, probably closer to 2,000. And like I said, 12, 14, 16-hour excursion. Yeah, and they're in the States, just packed full of people. Packed. And then, like I said, I came close. They have security there, 2 or 3 security guards. And in the one instance that I'm talking about, there was a guy in the back that was just, I could tell he was wanting pain medicine, he wanted Vicodin. And I'm in pain, you effers. And blah, 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 blah. So I very nicely went up to him and said, "Hey, I got my wife and my kids with me here. Can you, the cussing, keep it down a little bit, He kind of went over, and it was quiet for maybe 5 minutes or so. And I went up again and I said, "Listen, if you're not going to do that," I said, I will give you a reason to be in this ER, and you're not going to like it." And then he shut up for about 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. And I went up to the security guard and I said, "Hey," there was a lady and a guy. I said, "Here's the deal, man. Either you get this guy out of here, or I'm gonna give him a reason to be in this ER." And I guess they both believed me. So I guess I was convincing. And sure enough, about 10 minutes later, the cops pulled up and went in, grabbed him, and pulled him out of there. It's never been a nice experience. Although I will give you this bit of information. If you really want to get through an ER fast, because I've been into ERs with this condition, shorter breath, pain in your chest. Let's say my leg was screwed up, right? I would have went into the ER and said, hey, well, what's the matter? I'm a little shorter breath, and I got a little pain in my chest. And then by the time they triaged me, because they'll take you right away and bring you into the back, and they said, and also I hit my ankle here, and I got something else here, and you will get through a lot quicker. So I guess I'm saying lie. I don't know. I don't like lying, but it has worked out for me. So, hey, Ron, how you doing? Childbirth in the U.S. is 10 to 15K. Bill Farola, 2009 was 943 U.S. here. Yeah, it cost me in. Let's see, I'm horrible because my daughter. I'm trying to think of. She's 33. I'm horrible with even ages, or 4, maybe 5. So 35 years ago, what year would it have been? I had 2 bikes. I had my full dresser, and I had a chopped out, rigid panhead with big ape hangers, and loved that bike. And I had to sell it. It was $6,000 to have her in the hospital. She stayed 3 days, and that's when they used to keep you a little while. But it was 6,030 over 30 plus years ago. And then you had 943 here. It's like I said, man, it is amazing. Pain in the chest gets you back. Yeah, and it worked for me, Ryan. I was just talking about you. I'll all I got to do is go on to Facebook and look up Taco House, right? I lost that link, but because I want to get that out of the way and then put it up on the community page, and then anybody that wants to come can come. They did an 80-20. Yeah, that's about what it is, but sometimes it's weird because it cost me quite a bit for my medication for 3 months, especially with those shots for the diabetes, and it's supposed to make weight loss, and I don't know if that's working or not. Don't have a clue. Um, uh, Dave, with your memory, you should run for president. You know what's what scares me a little bit is I can remember, Tommy, shit that happened years and years ago, but what I ate for breakfast yesterday is kind of foggy. So that scares me. Like I said, one of my biggest fears is Alzheimer's. I really would. I don't even want to think about it. And Tommy's going to come to the meetup. That's the latest, right, Tommy? You're going to fly in for 3 days. Google, okay, should have their contact. You got the Mr. Okay on the line app. All right, cool. Thanks, Ryan. I want to just get that done, and just so they know. And I don't really know how many people. I'm just going to tell them between 15 and 25 that we don't know for sure. Just wanted to give them a heads up and see what they say. Okay. Album cup. I'm barricading them with it. But yeah, so hopefully. Cost me a couple of $100 out of pocket. Thought they would have reimbursed the whole thing. Yeah, like I said, it's like 20,000 baht, but by the time they give me it back, it works out to like it costs me for all my medications, for the blood test, to see the doctor, all that kind of crap. I think it's like $30 a month. I think it's like 1,000 baht for each month for the total of what I spent. 3,000 baht versus the 30,000 or whatever I lay out. It takes me a month to get it back, which I don't care as long as I get it back. But she turns it in, and then the next month I get it back. So, hey Ralph, how you doing? Go Chiefs. Good morning, everyone. I'm listening mode, laying in bed with the flu. No, won't be commenting. Get well soon, Dave. Thanks. The beauty of Alzheimer's. Yeah, you don't know you have it. That's true. That is true. And you're going to come, right, Mitch? I know you haven't really. I'm imagining you don't need to get in the hotel or anything, but uh, I know I'm pretty sure you and Dow are going to come. Give me a heads up anyway. Let me know. And I think that Ryan, you had a few people that were going to come with you too, right? You still planning on coming? Let me know. But I think it's going to be 15, 20 people. It'll be a good time. I'm imagining. I'm just going to be relaxing. That's why I'm going for uh, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and coming back on Sunday. So I'm going for 4 days, 4 nights, and I believe Andy's travels is going to too. So cool. All right, yeah, and like I said, I told Lewis is going to come to Cabo, and I told him between 6 and 6:30 on the 13th of March, and then we can figure out if people are staying at the hotel or people want to come over for breakfast, or the ones that are in the hotel, if we want to meet up for breakfast, I'm game for anything like that. And then people want to get together the next night for dinner, I'm game for that. So we'll play it by ear after that. Yeah, get better. Hopefully. What knows? Told you stay away from Zoe 6. You didn't heed his warnings, Mitch? I should be in town, probably drag a couple people. Yeah, cool. That'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time, right? And then when are you cutting out? Do you know yet? Still would have liked to have done a bike ride of some sort. I know Mitch was kind of game for something like that too. And like I said, I'm still game anytime. Even when I don't know how long you plan on be gone each time. I think a couple of months or something, right? March, April, then April. And what are you doing? 2, 3 week stints? I'm thinking. But I don't know. When you get back, if you're definitely when you're here in Thailand and you're gonna do something on a 3 or 4 days, um, definitely let me know. Hey Ted, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, I know I say it every time Ted comes in, and I got the hiccups now. But it's a good channel, like I said. If you like fishing and hunting and that type of stuff, and he does a lot of stuff with his family. He's a family man. Uh, you're still in Chiang Rai. Wow. How's her mom doing? Maybe you're gonna be there. You're gonna start building on a piece of land there. What are you doing? Uh, Ron saying hi to Ted. Wow, you've been there a while. But I think you said she had a mild stroke, right? I don't know. Is my mind working? I think my mind's working. 3 months. Got an interesting itinerary. Cool. Yeah, I was looking. I looked at. I'm trying to get my wife to go. I look on Princess, the Diamond Princess, which I've been on before, is now I guess constantly in Japan, and they have a 14-day. I think it's 12 or 14-day. I look on. I forget the name of the site. I've had been on there for years and years and years and years and years. They bring up all of the everybody, all the Royal Caribbean, everybody. But anyway, it was in June, I think it was, or something. I can't remember. Anyway, it was for a for a balcony room. They had it for 1,200 each, $2,400, and 800 for a ocean view room, $805 or something, which I thought was really reasonable. But I just can't talk to her into being away from work that far. I might go on. I got to figure out how it works as a single. Do you have to pay double in order to get a? Kevin would know too. Kevin just went on a 103-day cruise. Uh, he looked good. He just put out a video. I don't know if you know Kevin. I know Ryan. You know him, don't you? Did you meet him here when he was here in Thailand? Um, real nice man. And he started out in van life, then came to Thailand, was here for a year, and kind of did some scooter stuff. And then he decided for a whole year, he just cruised around. He was on a cruise ship for a whole year. Um, Yesterday, most ships transition in and out. Yeah, I was surprised because the diamond I know I took to Mexico, but that was, I don't know, long time ago. But now, according to what I read about it, is it's constantly in Southeast Asia for Japan uh, and that and such. So, but I'm gonna figure. Kevin, I could ask too. He'll already start doing live streams, or I'll send him something, an email or something, and ask him because he's by himself. All of his cruising is in a room by himself. So I'll have to find out. Mitch and him were pretty chummy. They were both. You guys were both staying in the same hotel, right? Her mom getting better, still droopy face, slurred speech, but I can't understand her anyway. Yeah, the big boss of my wife, nice man, took us out. I went to dinner with him a couple of times when he took the whole little crew from TOT out and stuff, and he had the same thing, and he recovered. He's got a little bit of a very slight limp. You'd have to look, and his face is normal, back to normal, and he's getting ready to retire. But really, really a good guy. You guys didn't cross path. Okay, I thought maybe you did with Mitch. You might have great guy, nice guy. I forget the name of his channel. Do you know the name of his channel, Mitch? But he's got over 100,000 subscribers now. But like I said, he originally came from van life in the States. 222 days on a ship. Wow. Yes, Cetus condo, John TM, Kevin and I had condos there. Yeah, I remember that. 30 and a wake up. That's right. Thanks. Ryan's never met him and knows his channel. But he would be able to tell me too, probably because I'd go. I mean, unless maybe somebody else wants to go too. I don't know. I'd like to take that one to Japan, and like I said, for I'll probably be going as a single. Probably going to be more, but a balcony room for 1,200 was sounded reasonable to me because I remember going on 7-day cruises, princess cruises, and the balcony rooms were 1,200, 1,300, some 1,400. It cost like somewhere between 25 and 3,000 for me and my wife to go on a 7-day cruise. So I'll have thanks, guys. I'll have to check because I'd go. I liked cruising because I mean I just like to relax, and there isn't anything because I'm not big on. I'm not going to get up and jump and go on every port going out and all that stuff, especially if my knees and legs are crap. But just to kick back on the boat and gain like 500 kilo, I could do that easy. The food is just phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know how Ryan. I didn't know how my cousin Joey, which was he's the one that did uh, um, NCIS and got the Lou Gehrig's disease and passed away. But I used to go and visit him on the set all the time, and he did 10 years before that. He did JAG for 10 years, and I mean, just around every corner, M&Ms and cookies and potato chips and everything, and then the lunches were enormous. Just I said I'd be 3 times my size if I did that. But going on the cruise ships is kind of like that too. Here saying hi. You might be able to get her to go. I think I thought it would be and I might do it. I think the way that I could get her to go is if me and her and the girls went. If 4 of us went, it would cost quite a bit of money, but still not outrageous. To me, it's not outrageous. But I think that's probably going to be the way that I'll get her to go. And it was like a 14-day cruise. I'm trying to think of the name of that website that they have every cruise, and you just punch in where you want to go, what months you want to go, and then you can break it down so because you'll get way too many, answers or whatever back, um, and pick Southeast Asia, Mexico, whatever you want to do, and punch it in there, and because they fluctuate as it gets closer. They start dropping it because they don't like having empty staterooms and stuff on the cruise. They're losing money. So the 50, 60, 70, 80% off on these deals now. I'll have to remember the name of it. Can't remember it now. Vacations to Go. Who did that? Ralph. I just seen it down here. Exactly. That's the one. Vacations to Go. If you guys want to check out cruises, you can do that. But they have a bunch that run pretty much year round. Now you can get ones that'll come out of Bangkok and end up in Malaysia or something. They end up someplace else that'll go Vietnam. It hits a bunch of places, including Thailand. But they're only like a couple months out of the year. These longer ones, 12, 14 days, they seem to go to Japan. And they come out of Tokyo and come back into Tokyo. And I looked at that. It was like, I think it was like $400 round trip from BKK to Tokyo. And that included you could take two carry-ons and 2 bags up to 50 pounds, and so it was plenty to do it. But I think it was around 400 when I was checking the other day, when I thought maybe I'd have a chance. Yeah, but see, that's why it's perfect for me, Tommy. Is I don't drink. I'll have like a pina colada or something on the sail off thing and pay my $15 for that drink, and then I'm pretty much done. We did with Princess. They had a deal. I think it was like $75 or something, or $50, and I'm sure they still do, just for a soft drink coupon, and you could have as many soft drinks and whatever that you wanted for the length of the cruise. They also have that on the cruises now for alcohol, which I imagine would be quite pricey. But I'm not a drinker, so it was perfect. But the kids, I mean, my wife said they can eat 24 hours a day. My daughters will never leave. I know. I said, I know. I hear it. But they do. They have the food's phenomenal. Most sea cruises are out of Singapore or China. Yeah, there's a few out of China that are the short ones, 4 and 5 days. But they were still, even on the cheap side, they were 500, 600, and then you got to fly to China. So I kind of said I don't really want to. If I'm going to put out the dough, I want to go for 14 days or 12 days. But we'll see. Yeah, if you look at that Vacations to Go, there's a bunch of them, and I was looking for, I think it was May, June, and July, 3 months, for those 3 months, and there had to have been, I'm just guessing, 50 cruises of everybody, Royal Caribbean, Princess, Celebrity, all of them were in there. Mitch, pull your mouse down. It's creeping up your ass. Is he? What did I miss? Do they? I heard room service was still included. Yeah, it's limited on their room service, but yeah, all you got to do is get up and walk up, and there's always something open. Um, for my wife and me, like I was done after dinner. I was done, unless we went and walked around. Then we'd get maybe an ice cream or something, and then go to bed. And a couple of times in the middle of the night, I ordered a cheese sandwich or something if I didn't eat much during the day, which was never. But it was I don't know. It was a good time. I went on probably, I'm guessing I probably been on 12 cruises, and I liked them. It was pretty cool. Let's see, but I don't know. I might check into the singles deal, and like I said, probably Kevin's going to be the one to talk to. He did all last year, probably 30 cruises as a single. So he's got to be known. Everybody's talking about pop. What, did I miss something, or is Gator singing again? Jake, are you singing? Did you answer me again? Here I'm going. I don't think you did. Are you going to be here on the 13th of March or no? The end of March, I think. I'm going to look over here and try not to go into a rant. The rooms are a little small because you don't. Yeah, not much. And I think that was even Kevin in his last video that he said, "Hi, I'm back and I've been visiting mom and blah, blah, blah." And I'm going on a 103-day deal. We're setting sail right now or whatever. I'm sure he'll have a video out shortly. But he said he was just in an inside room, and that's usually all he books because he's never there. And he more so, I'm sure, than anybody. Me, on the balcony rooms, I spent a lot of time on the balcony smoking when you used to be able to smoke. That's why I got a balcony room. And we'd eat out there. We had dinner brought there a couple of times, and that cost. But we had lobster and stuff like that. One of the ones we went on, I think it was my wife's birthday or something. So it was pretty good. I've been on 8, never been on a bed. Yeah, me either, Tommy. And you have a bunch of them going out of the coast there, right, in Texas. I know, and they have a lot going out to Mexico and stuff, I think, out of there. We went to Mexico pretty much every time we went. The one we didn't go on that you wanted to go on was the one up to Seattle, the Alaskan cruise. We will be in Thailand in less than 2 weeks. Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's I'm glad. You probably told me that, and I probably because I know that I've told everybody they need to meet you and your wife. Great people. It'll be good to see you guys again. Roger that. Well, thanks, Jay. Yeah, Galveston. The ships are like condos. The ones are small. The ones are bigger. My first room was on Costa. Forgot the name, but the queen size bed was dwarfed in the cabin. Yeah, the studio and the balcony rooms on Princess were perfect size. Actually, they had enough room for a little couch, and that the was suite or whatever is a little bit bigger. But we were in a balcony. I think the first cruise that we ever went on was like a 3-day cruise on Royal Caribbean, I think, and we were. I think we put it on out of the bar. A bunch of people that were bar people all said, "Let's get a cruise together," and we just got an inside room. We didn't know what we were doing, and it was okay. But after that, I had to get up 20 times a night to smoke. We got balcony rooms. Jake told I told twice. Yeah, I think I did. Good to be loved, right? Uh, yeah, I do too. Probably the best that I have ever slept in my life has been on. I don't know if it's that rocking effect or whatever, but it just puts me to sleep. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Let's see. Never went on a cruise, but could not find cruise for March this year around. See, and asking 10,000 per person. What is SCA? What's SCA? Am I? Did it go right over my head? Uh, find a cruise for March this year. Yeah, I know that I did. Where were you going to go? To Japan Pier, or where were you going to go? I'll see if I can pull up the vacations to go. Where are you going to go, and when were you going to go? Southeast Asia. Okay, I'll put Asia. And let's see, it's here. And for the month of what was it? March? Is that what you said? Where are you at? Did I lose you? For March. Okay. So for March and regions, Asia. You don't care about cruise lines. And here we go. Show me the deals. Show me the money. Wow, there's a bunch of them. Look at it. Those are all, if you can see that. Those are all each one of those little individual. Anyway, there's a bunch of them. Okay, we got. Where do you want to go out of? Hong Kong to Singapore. Uh, Singapore to Singapore, a 3-day cruise. 12-day cruise, Singapore to Tokyo, Celebrity. Let me see some of these prices. Okay, here is a 5-day cruise for $769. Japan to Japan. Okawi, I can't see it. Not Okinawa, because I can maybe no, can't be Okinawa. Not in Japan. Something in and out of Japan, 5-day. Um, let's see another one where I think is reasonable. A 4-day cruise out of Taiwan. Um, Australia to Australia, a 12-day cruise. That one's expensive. That's 10 grand. Let's see. Here's one, Australia to Tokyo. 21-day for, is that right? 21-day, it says for $1,750. So there's a lot of them here. Sydney, there are a lot of them from Australia over to Tokyo. March 11th. Yeah, Indonesia. Let's see, Bali to this looks like that's Bangkok. From Bali to Bangkok, 12-day. That one's expensive too. That one's $6,000. Hong Kong to Singapore, $1,639 from Hong Kong to Singapore, a 9-day cruise. So, vacations to go, Pierre. Vacation, yeah, Singapore. Yeah, that one was Singapore. Where was it? Hong Kong to Singapore. You want Singapore? You can put in there. It gives you a search criteria to come in and out of the same port, and it'll weed through all these. And if you just want to go in and out of Singapore, I can go back and do that. But you can see it. What did I miss anything? Is that what it is? Might be. Singapore. Uh, from Thailand. Yes, in March. Yeah, there isn't. I don't think there's going to be too many that are in and out of Thailand in March. They might be in and out of Japan, in and out of Singapore. Like I said, Australia to Japan, but they're probably not going to be in and out of Thailand. But let me go back and see if I can put in same cruise line, ship line, March, all departing ports. Let me see, Singapore. You put in, come on, where are you? Come on. There's Singapore. And then put return, same port. Show me the deals. Show me the money. All right. Well, I don't know. Well, there's only a few in March. 1,800. Let's see, starting from the top. March 1st, there's 3-day cruises, 1,200. 4-day, they're all short ones. Yeah, they're all short cruises, 3 and 4 days, and they're between 1,100 and $2,000 a person, and they're only for 3 and 4 days, and they're all the spectrum of the sea, Royal Caribbean. So, but if you, like I said, if you look, you can look. I'll let you look. So I'm not, I'm not driving everybody crazy. But I don't, I, I use that site and always, and never had a problem. I mentioned smoking a cigarette. Yeah, I think you can't smoke on the balconies. I don't think anymore, and I think they have designated smoking areas, right? I'm not. It's been a long time since I've been on a cruise ship. I'll be back in. I'll probably be gone by then. We've been an hour and 17 minutes. Every time I say it's going to be a short one. Okay, let's see. You're very welcome, Pierre. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I want my wife to experience it for one thing, but I know that she would be happy. She's happier if the children are experiencing the same thing as her. In fact, if it was up to her, she'd probably want mom and dad to go too, and then it's getting pricey. But on the ones that I was looking at, it's still going to be pricey, but we're looking 800 a person, so 8 1632, and then plus 5 32 42 50 52 6,000. Plus, I'm sure you're going to spend $2,000 just because getting off. I want a hat. I want this. I forgot my sunglasses. So 8,000 US dollars. It's a lot of money, but it's a once in a lifetime thing. They'll never, ever, ever probably experience that. Dave, did you ever buy? Yes, I did. I bought their steak a couple of times. They were good. Um, it just was my wife had a hard time. It's supposed to everything's equal. How come we just don't go to the captain's thing? And why do we have to spend another $50 on top of it? But it was pretty good. I forget it was on Princess. I forget the name of it, but their steak place had a name, and I forget the name of it. Somebody might know. Actually, if Ryan's still here, he might know. But it was pretty good. But to tell you the truth, after the first 4 or 5 cruises, we didn't even go to the captain's dinners anymore. We would just get up and go to one of the buffets throughout the ship, and it was, didn't need to. I didn't want to get dressed up and shit, and she knew me, and I was cranky. So she said, "Yeah, let's just go to the let's just go to the banquets." Um, he might. You never know. Oh, I'm looking forward to camping, man. I want to get out and do it. But hopefully, and like I said, if they should be here right now, hopefully working on the axle. He'll be here tomorrow morning, and it shouldn't take more than a couple hours because he's doing all the welding and putting everything together. Once he gets here, he just needs to slide it in and attach the wires because it has lights on it, and it'll have the wiring for the 12-volt for the for the winch, and he should be done. So maybe even not that long, maybe an hour. I've got some other stuff I want him to do. But at that point, I'll have all the video that I need to put out a video, and I'll definitely put it out. Yeah, for sure, for sure. When the one thing that when we had the best, what else? What I was saying on Cheap Charlie, main dining room stayed away from reservation. Yeah, exactly. But the last time that me and her went somewhere before she passed away was a 10-day in a top-notch 5-star hotel in Cancun, and we never even the we went off the place one day and went out to an island right off the coast there, and rented a motorbike and rode around. Had a great day. The rest of the time, the facility was, in acres, 500 acres. I mean, it was huge, and they had like 10 specialty restaurants, and they had a concierge there that just booked me and my wife in the Japanese one, in the American Steakhouse, in the English, all of them, and they were all good. All of them were good, and it was a good time. I had a great time, and I didn't have to wear anything, no tuxedos. They didn't want you going in shorts, but I did. I did oblige. I just put my regular pants on. Dining in tux not anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. I didn't. I was on vacation. I didn't want to get dressed. The only time I get dressed up now, if I was in the States, I don't even do it here too much. I'll wear the shirt if it's the tie silk, and if it's a funeral or a wedding or something like that with my wife. But back in the States, the only time I ever got dressed up was for weddings and funerals. Um, I used to have a suit. I don't have a suit anymore. Don't even know where it is. Somewhere in the old house, thrown in a pile of clothes in the metal building somewhere. But no more anymore. Don't have no suits. Hey Rob, how you doing? Hope you're well or feeling good. David, a birthday. Yeah, there you go. That's a sight that you'll never get out of your mind. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. It would be cool, depending on what I can figure out and stuff like that. If I do something, I'd like to get at least my wife out. I'd like the kids to experience it. I'd like everybody around me to be able to experience it, but I have to draw the line on, do I want to spend $7,000-8,000? Not really, So we'll see. I'll have to see. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to. You don't want that image stuck in your mind, Ralph. Left my tux in the state. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't see any reason for it. There's a little bit in there. All right, hour and 23 minutes. There's 17 of you diehards here. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Um, if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. Hopefully, I'm going to do that video today. So I think I don't know how long ago. How long ago did I put that video out? The ones on that. Where are you? Where's content? Videos. I put it out. What was the date on it? Where's it? February 10th. It was published. So what's tomorrow's Valentine's Day, huh? Oh, so it's only 4 days. So it's not even 5, 6, 7. So I got a few days. But I'm going to do it anyway. Today, I want to get it done. I'm going to go into Kamala and my first months here and what I thought about Thailand. Again, I think I've got the depressing stuff out of the way. I don't think there are going to be any more. It'll all be good stuff. This one in Kamala, it did affect me for the few. Well, it affects me today, so it's not. It doesn't go away, like I said. But the first couple of months that I was there, I was the whole 6-7 months I was there. Like I said, I was out after dark 2 days, and so that wasn't probably good for me anyway. But most of the stuff was upbeat stuff and how much I figured and budgeted, which was an enormous amount of money, and what I ended up spending and stuff like that. I think you guys will find it interesting, especially the people that aren't, are new to the channel or something. It'll be something to see. Good information, and maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Very easy. It's got a thing you can put thumbs down or thumbs up. You'll figure it out. Let's see. Everybody's in. So anyway, I think I think it'll be good, and like I said, it's good for me. I mean, I don't want to. It's good for me to talk about everything in my life anyway. I like to talk about it because maybe somebody will get some kind of an insight. And like I said, the main thing is the thinking life is over if you've lost a significant other of 20, 30, 40 years. I mean, like I said, it's different. Do I mourn my mom? I sure do. It's going to be her birthday's tomorrow on Valentine's Day. So, Mom, I know that you're hopefully all your dreams have come true, because that's all she dreamt of, was going to heaven. So, uh, but it's different. I mean, your mother's your mother, right? For sure. But when you have a significant other, um, it it's like with your mom. Okay, me, I was out at 17. So do I remember my first 5 or 6 years? No. So I remember being with my mom 10 years, right? And when you have somebody like my wife, 30 years, 24/7, does it make a difference? It does. Am I mourning them both? Did I cry and mourn them? Sure. But it's different with a significant other. I don't know how to explain it. Until you lose them both, God forbid you don't have to. You won't know until you do it yourself. But it's I hate to say that one devastated me more than the other, but it did. It hit me a lot harder. But my wife was religious too. But my mom she'd been talking about dying for 20 years. I'm ready to go. At 70, I'm ready to go. God, take me. You know, I'm going to be better off. I'm going to be with God. I'm going to be in heaven. She was ready. That's why it didn't surprise me when she was laying in bed and done. She was done. I'm done. And she went. So, like I said, I just hope all her dreams come true, but anyway, most of the stuff is going to be upbeat on there. There will be stuff about losing somebody, but more in an upbeat fashion after that first 8 months, and then meeting Nitnoy and going through and finding out how extraordinary people can still be at me being 62. And when I met her, she was only 38 years old. And she's just a magnificent woman, in case I hadn't said that enough. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Chinese New Year's. That's right. Since last Saturday. Keep going. Don't give up on the New Year's is still going strong. I didn't see Robert. Hey, Robert. I didn't see Cabo. Did Cabo come in? There you are. Hey, Lewis, how are you? So that's the day. It was Taco House, the 13th of March, between 6 and 6:30. And I'll put it up on the community page so everybody will get it, get notified. Hopefully we'll talk about it more between now and then. But I'm looking forward to meeting you for sure, shaking your hand, my friend, and we'll have a good time. All right. So, and it's been an hour and a half. How do I do that? I'm amazed myself. But thanks everybody for watching. Again, I don't. Tommy, did you ever hear anything else from Richard, or does he just want to stay out of the limelight? I'm imagining he wants to stay out of the limelight. That's just my guess. But I do hope if you do catch any of these, and I know he will. You don't have to say anything. I'll understand completely. But I'm just glad to hear that. That makes me happy. It's hard, man. I could imagine a man your age and when I would have been and doing stuff. It's devastating shit. So anyway, our power just went out. You're a lucky man, Ron. So anyway, I'm going to go over here to hook up the outro that Richard did for me. And it's been an hour and 30 minutes. You guys are awesome. Thanks again for allowing me to do this. We have a good time for everybody coming around. It's great. We're going to have fun at that meetup. I'll put more information hopefully on the community page. Probably not today. I got 2 or 3 things I got to take care of, but soon, so everybody has it. But if you're not, remember March 13th, 6:30, Taco House, and I think it's John TM, maybe Patea, right around there. And I think we'll have a good time. Alrighty, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I'll look straight into the camera and say, I will catch you on the next one.